Welcome to English Practice Every Day. We humans are born narrators. All of us narrate stories, news, gossip, or even small incidents to our family and friends all the time. As non native narrators, it is equally easy to narrate in English if we practice our narration skills in English. This video series of narrative English will help you do so by learning narrative skills through short stories. Today we will read and understand a short story at the beginner's level. Name of the story is The Ugly Duckling. The Ugly Duckling, written by Danish author Hans Christian Andersen. Hans Christian Andersen. This is a timeless tale. Tale means story. This is a timeless tale, meaning story, about self-discovery, acceptance, and the beauty that lies within. Reading such stories out loud is the best way to practice your English. I urge you, as we read, to imagine the story in your mind. This way, we will teach our minds to think and imagine in English. Let's start. Please speak out loud with me. It was summer in the country. The wheat fields were golden. The oats were green, and the haystacks looked like giant mushrooms. The little farmyard was full of life. Mother Duck sat on her nest, patiently waiting for her eggs to hatch. "How long must I wait?" she sighed. Finally, the eggs began to crack. One by one, the little ducklings popped out. They were yellow and fluffy, and they looked just like their mother. But one egg was bigger than the rest, and when it cracked open, a strange-looking duckling emerged. He was gray and awkward, with a big beak and long legs. The other ducklings saw him and giggled. "Look at the ugly duckling." The poor duckling felt so sad and lonely. He tried to make friends, but no one wanted to play with him. "I must be ugly," he thought. One day, he couldn't take it anymore. He ran away from the farmyard and into the wide world. He wandered through forests and fields, facing many dangers along the way. Winter came, and he barely survived the cold. As spring returned, the ugly duckling saw a flock of beautiful swans swimming in a pond. He wished he could be as graceful as they were. He approached the swans, hoping they wouldn't reject him like everyone else. But when he looked at his reflection in the water, he was in for a surprise. He saw a handsome swan staring back at him. He had grown into a magnificent bird, more beautiful than he could have ever imagined. The other swans welcomed him with open wings, and he finally felt like he belonged. The ugly duckling had turned into a splendid swan, no longer feeling ugly or out of place. He realized that he had been a swan all along, just waiting for his true self to be revealed. And so, the once ugly duckling lived happily ever after, swimming in the pond with his new friends, the swans. The end of story. I hope you've got all the words and sentence structures in this story. Please keep a dictionary handy in case you need to look up any words. That's all for this narrative English session. I urge you to keep imagining whatever you narrate to yourself. This skill will help you become fluent in English, as your mind will learn to think and imagine in English. Keep practicing your narrative skills. Bye for now.